Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So, heart to heart, let's talk about when you find it hard to be yourself. You feel uncomfortable, you feel unsteady, you feel like no one understands you. You feel like, is this the right move to make because everyone else is doing something different than what I'm doing things. Everybody sees things differently than the way that I see them. People are choosing different paths than I'm choosing different directions than I'm choosing. So what's wrong with me? Sometimes we fall into that trap. First of all, know that you're not alone. It may not be a mass amount of you that may be thinking, I want to, save all my money. I want to follow God. I want to, stay abstinent or celibate, or I want to stay single for the rest of my life. When you do things like that, when you make decisions that are not approving of the world, when the world is forcing you to spend your money, like every time you look up, there's a new app for you to shop and spend money. You turn on the TV, you're watching things, everything has sex in it. When you see things like this, it is very hard to go against the grain and say, hey, you know what, I don't want to do that. I'm going to still make sure that I am staying disciplined, and whatever that is, whatever it is, I'm staying disciplined and I'm going to stick by what I want for myself. It's really hard. It's difficult, and it does make you start to question, what's wrong with me? Why is it that I'm not okay with this? But that's when you fall into bad territory, because at that point your mind starts to wonder too much. You become vulnerable, and then at that point you can end up going back on what you said that you wanted for yourself, just to fit in or just to feel normal, quote unquote normal. What's normal? Sometimes we get into that space where we're like, you know what, I'm tired of trying to be different. I'm tired of people looking at me differently. I'm tired of not feeling fulfilled and happy because the world says this is happy, this is fun, but I'm doing this and I'm not happy. I'm not having fun because there's not a lot of people that want to be friends with me. I'm not in a relationship. People don't care about how my weekend has been because they feel like, oh, well, you didn't do anything. But then these friends over here, or these associates, or these people that I know, or people that's on social media saying, how they went on trips with their boo and, they've had sex, or they went on shopping sprees, they redecorated their house, they're just splurging, but I'm not having the same effect in my life, and so I'm not happy. So now I'm considering going back on the things that I said that I wanted for myself. Stay focused on what it is that you want and remain true to that. I know that social media will have you in your feelings a lot. It has me in my feelings a lot. That's why I have to be cautious of how much social media I am taking and indulging in, because it does start to make me feel like, you know what, just in the spirit of the moment, I just want to be able to go buy something real nice and fancy for myself so I can put up a nice picture and say, hey, look what I got, look what I can afford. Or I want to be in a relationship so I can post boob pics. Or, I want to be married so I can post my wedding and my wedding dress and show that I was chosen. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are not as happy as they appear to be. And I talked about this before. You think that people are happy because they have these things, but if you don't have it with the right people, if you don't have it with what God wanted you to have in the timing that He wanted you to have it, it's not fun anyway. So why not stay disciplined and say, I'm going to just wait. I know it's cliche and we get tired of saying, oh, wait on God, wait on God. When we say that, it's not you literally just waiting and just saying, okay, God, whenever you're ready, let it happen. You still live your life, but live it in a way that's obedient to God's word. So then once that opportunity comes, that new job, that spouse is coming for you, once you cross paths with it, then it will be revealed that this is it. This is your time. Not just sit still, not just work somewhere that makes you miserable and just say, oh, God's going to bless me with a promotion. God's going to bless me with a new job. If you're not applying yourself, it's not going to happen. You still need to be applying yourself. Just be careful of the way that you're doing it. If you're trying to get a new job, don't be out here trying to, undercut people to get that job. Every time that you see somebody doing something, you want to snitch so you can take their position, or you're just being nasty about it. You're going about it in a negative way, or you're just trying to find people that's already in a job or working a company that you want to work, and you're asking them to help get you in the door, but you don't want to do the work or get the certifications that you need. Now that's when things don't work out in your favor. But if you're working and applying yourself and applying for those jobs and just putting it in God's hand, whenever you want it, God, whenever it's for me, let it be for me, and you just let it go and stop stressing about it, because the things that you focus on too much are the things that gets pushed further away from you. Let me say that again. The things that you focus on too much are the things that you push further away from you. Meaning, you keep on thinking about it all the time. You wake up, you go to sleep, you thinking about it, think about it, think about it. It don't matter what it is. You are stuck on thinking about it and thinking about how you're going to get there. Eventually, it's just going to seem further and further away because you're focusing on that too much. You need to still be living your life. So, like I said, if it's a job, go about it the right way. Do what you have to do. Pray about it and let it go. Don't focus on it. Don't stress about it. Don't be crying about it. Just wait for it. That's waiting on God. Same for a relationship. You put yourself out there, you keep yourself looking nice, you make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do to keep yourself aligned with what you want. You want to be married, you align yourself with that by doing the work that you need to heal and to be whole and to present yourself as a wife or a husband. You make sure that you're doing that already. The person's not there, but you don't wait for the person to come until you start getting ready. You don't wait for the person to come before you start carrying yourself as a spouse. You don't wait for the person to come until you start, learning how to respect and how to compromise. You do that now. You have people in your life as friends, associates, family. You have all that. Start practicing on them, practicing being more mindful, more considerate, being able to compromise on things. Start doing that, so then once your spouse comes, once you cross paths with that spouse, then you will be able to apply that to that relationship. That's all we have to do. That's what it means to just wait on God. It doesn't mean you just literally sit still and you sit in the dark and you just wait. Because if you're not applying yourself, God's just going to be like, well, we're just going to be standing here. So make sure that you're, even if you don't believe in God, whatever you believe in, your higher being, everybody believes in something higher than themselves. Because you got to know, if you're a wise person in any kind of way, you have to know that there's no way that you can live this life and get through it on your own. It's just no way. So, like I was saying, stay focused on what it is that you want. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing, because everybody else are not doing the things that you feel called to do. Everybody else's purpose is not your purpose. So make sure that you're doing the things that you feel is right for you. Whatever you plan, that is not stupid. It's not impossible to have. It's not ridiculous. Just focus on it. Just focus on it, but don't be focusing like to the point where you're obsessing over it. Just keep it in your mind. And you just live your life in that way. It's okay to be different. Being different is actually a beautiful thing. People may chastise you and make you feel like, oh, I'm ignorant for making these decisions. I can't do that. And what they're really saying is that they wish they could do that. They wish they can make the decisions that you're making. They wish that they had the discipline that you have in your life. Don't stress yourself out trying to be like everybody else. You'll get much further in life when you start to just be who you are and stand on it. But y'all let me know what you think. Put in the comment box below. All I ask is that you're polite and courteous in the comment box, because someone like myself is reading your comments, and we're not here to be negative and to tear each other apart. We are here to help each other grow and to uplift one another and give each other different perspectives and ways to think about things. So you let me know. Let me know your experience. Let me know what's going on in your life. We'll keep the conversation going, and we'll talk next time. Bye.